now, finally, they're about... These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Nice exchange here from both men. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. Punch, counter punch. He blocks that jab. That left counter was perfectly timed. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
It's so hot, so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on your face, you're sweating and you're getting under, you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Not a lot of punch output, thought there might be more action here. Counter right hand again. And he just misses with that jab. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. He parries away that left hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's...
Here we go for round two. Catch and shoot. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light. Concentrate.
Men showing exceptional chins, by the way. That counter shot lands. Good counter left hand there. He misses with that jab. Not many of the people in the division hit like them. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
And he misses with that jab. Good punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
There's the bell for round three. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink, because one big shot and this thing could be over.
Guys that carry so much power. Of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
He blocks the jab. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice job by him to block that jab. Neither man really defending themselves. Insane action. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they... Back at it in round 4. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it? Good one. And he just missed with that left jab. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Hey, those punches add up. His jab just got blocked. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. It's no secret who has the advantage. On to the 5th we go. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
He just misses with that big right hand. Big right hand just misses. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. men step back for just a moment. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. He threw the hook, didn't land. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. He is down big time on the scores.
What?
Let's start the sixth. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Left punch. Neither man really defending themselves. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. That one lands. He misses with that jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell for round 7. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice exchange here from both men. Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Got out of the way of that right hook. Tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. He blocks that jab. He parries the right jab away. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. this point, you got to believe he can't. Round 8, and we're off again. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
So much firepower here. Missed with that jab. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
These two are the perfect dance partners. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Can't land that jab. He parries that right jab away. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble. Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Neither man really defending themselves. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchange here from both men. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
It's round 10. Big left there, but misses. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've been in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough for this. And there's the bell for round 11. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
They just missed with that big right hand. He fails to score with that left hook. Can he figure out the combination to this safe? You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it? He parries that left jab away. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. There's the bell for round 12. Left hook missed. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Oh, that punch. And wait a minute, a left hand lands. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Couldn't land that jab. Do you believe what we are seeing? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Johnny, it's a majority decision win. Did you think it was going to be that close?
Shows how much we know. We didn't have it like that. We thought it was a one-sided fight. But you know what? Spot on. I don't mind being wrong right now. For entertainment like that, what a fight.